everybody, and welcome to another video on Mr. Engineer's Magic channel. Today we're playing Historic on our road to Mythic, and we're playing kind of a trolley deck, but I think it's a funny deck, which is the Zenith Flare deck. So for those who don't know, Treasure Hunts is a combo piece, usually with Zombie Infestation, but now with the release, or now just a while back with the release of Ikoria, you can play the Zenith Flare, which deals damage equal to the number of cards with cycling in your graveyard. So the idea of the deck is that almost all of our lands are cycling lands, and we will cast Treasure Hunts, fill up our hands, and then just play a giant Zenith Flare, basically. So yeah, there's not much to the deck. It's literally almost all cycling cards that we want to discard. So yeah, let's head out to a couple of games. This is literally a troll deck. So the original combo is you would play a black enchantment called Zombie Infestation, which says that you can discard 2 cards, create a 2/2 zombie. So the idea is that you would play Treasure Hunt alongside cards with like Reliquary Tower and the Zombie Infestation, so you can have all these cards in your hand and then make zombies as you please. So ideally, with the traditional deck, you would mull until you actually have a zombie hunt in hand. With this deck, you can actually keep some hands with that don't have it because you have all these cycling lands, but we'll still mulligan because it's way better if you already have treasure hunts in hand. Still no treasure hunts? Okay, we have a treasure hunt, so we will keep. Don't want this, we don't want this, and we might want the plains actually. We don't. So let's go island go. Now of course if our opponent is playing control, none of this works. Okay, cool. So now we can go, oh we already have our Zenith Flare, which is not too bad. Let's play Treasure Hunt. Okay. Not the ideal starts. Sure, we want some mill cards into our library, so that's fine. Let's play another Treasure Hunt here. If it gets countered, we will be a little bit sad. Really? Okay. Let's play... We need a red source, so let's play Deserts tapped. Pass the turn. Oh boy. Like, usually the treasure hunts are more, like, equally distributed along the deck, and that's 3 of them in the top, like, 10 cards. So, yeah. Okay, so... I guess let's play Temple of Triumph. Just to make sure there's no treasure hunt here. Okay. Let's treasure hunt now. Hopefully it doesn't get countered. If it gets countered, we can play towards Mystic. What is wrong with our deck? We had all 4 treasure hunts in the top like 15 cards of our deck. Okay. So we will try to get to a point where our opponent actually taps out. And what we will but we need to get all these cards in the graveyard. Yeah, this is not how this is supposed to happen. Okay, so we need another island. Let's play Hallowed Fountain tapped and actually pass the turn. What we want to do is then actually Mystic Sanctuary one of the treasure hunts to the top. We play a Scry land, scry it to the bottom, and yeah, and this actually doesn't work like this. We don't even have like the correct ones that we can actually scry. Not scry, cycle I mean. So the issue at this point is if we actually run the treasure hunt, we will just mill ourselves out and have all the cards in hand and not actually deal any damage with Zenith Flare and just lose the game. So we will play a Temple of Epiphany. We don't even have like, we don't want this. Actually kind of want some of the cycling lands. Look like the ones we can actually cast. Yeah, this was a very strange game. I must be thinking we're playing like 20. Yeah, we can't do anything. Like I don't know what this game was like. We literally we had all of 4 of our treasure hunts in the top 15 cards of our deck. Like this is not how this deck is supposed to play. But yeah, so 0-1 with Zenith Flare. People say I complain too much about my luck. Yet I don't get flooded. Okay, can we please have some decent treasure hunts? Mulligan. Treasure hunts. Sweet. Okay, we'll put all the cycling lands back. Kind of. So we need red and white to actually cast the Zenith Flare. Okay, yeah. I don't think we can compete with this deck speed, but we'll try. We'll try our best. Sure. We have planes. Let's play treasure hunts. Okay, so this is more like it. We will discard everything that has cycling, especially the colors we don't actually use. So we actually need a red source still, so we'll keep that red source. Can discard as well. Scrylands are usually too slow. How many more do I need to discard? Like how many, wait, how many cards? Okay, I have 14. I should only be, I don't understand what's happening. Okay. I was selecting too many cards there. Okay, so next turn we will play again Treasure Hunt. We need to look for a Zenith Flare. We are okay in terms of colors. So I'll actually play a Temple of Triumph to see if we can find our Zenith Flare. Okay, we have Zenith Flare. Can't win at the moment. Let's play Temple of Triumph. So we have our red source. Let's play Treasure Hunt. Okay. So we need to, you will need to discard 25 cards. Okay. And we want to keep an untapped land. So this, all the cycling lands can go. Treasure Hunt we can keep. Desert of the Mindful, Desert of the Fervent. Another Desert of Zenith Flare, no. Okay, let's go back to the beginning. So Island. Yes, our timer will always be annoying us. It's fine. Temple of Deceit can go. Temple of Triumph can go. Steam Vents can go. Hall of Fountain can go. Castle of Entrance can go. So I'm at 25. Okay, so now we have a lethal Zenith Flare, assuming we don't die right now. can just then play Castle of Interest, for example. Okay. Opponent is tapped out, so we will run out. Castle. This will enter untapped, right? Yes. Have an island. Zenith Flare our opponent. That's game. GG. 1-1. Zenith Flare. I think this is just a funny deck for best of one. Obviously, this won't work most of the time, and it definitely won't work in best of 3 because your opponents will know what you're doing. But yeah, I just think it's a funny deck. We go first with the mulligan. Okay, we have blue source and treasure hunt. We'll keep. We need a white source. Let's put this. No, let's put this. So let's play this tapped, so we can next turn treasure hunt. Okay, let's play a mountain, treasure hunt. Okay, not the best treasure hunt in the world. It's still not too bad because we still have stuff to do. Although our opponent is playing mono red, typically fast decks. Let's play a plains here. Let's cycle this. Okay, good. Treasure hunt. So let's Temple of Triumph here. Just make sure there's nothing. Okay, we can keep that on top. Let's treasure hunt. Okay. Now we need to discard 11 cards. So let's get Triumph, Desert of the Indomitable, Barren Moor, Desert of the True, Forgotten Cave, Irrigated Farmlands, Desert of the Mindful, Desert of the Glorified, and maybe this Plains, I guess. Our Zenith Flare is not lethal yet.
It's my turn. It's just gonna be bad for you.
Okay, this is Chandra Tribal, so we will treasure hunt. Probably should have played the. Let's play Temple of Enlightenment. Sure. Let's go to discard. We'll discard how many? 9. 1, 2. Fetid pools, Irrigated Farmland, Desert of Fervent. Shore, Castle of Entrance, Islands. Our Zenith Flare is up to 17, so we're almost there.
There's no problem fire can't solve.
So next turn, we still won't have quite enough for lethal unless the opponent damages themselves. Okay, so let's... What do we do here? Just play another treasure hunt? How many do we have in our graveyard? So we have 1, 2, 3. So we already have... Yeah. So this is an issue now. We're actually going to play this. We can just pass the turn and do nothing and discard this. Yeah, sounds good. Because we can't treasure hunt anymore because we will just mill ourselves out. And we still need 2 more cards. Thing is, if we draw the appropriate colors, it's fine, we just cycle them. But in that case, it was a green one. we had more islands in play, we could play Zenith Flare and Mystic Sanctuary back. But it's not quite there yet.
When it comes to starting fires, I'm a genius.
Okay, so this we can cycle. Can play a. Let's play this. We can't actually cycle this guy, so we will. No, actually, we can keep it on top because this is instant. So the plan is we draw next turn, we pass our turn, discard Desert of the Glorified, and 20 our opponent to the face. This is the game plan. Assuming we don't die to these challenges. I don't know what our opponent is doing. I haven't paid too much attention. We just know we're like, I don't know, turn 10, and they haven't killed us somehow. But maybe they kill us this turn?
Let's light it up.
Should have probably played a blue source and tapped. Because we probably just die here.
Not to brag,
We for sure just die
totally
here.
the best pirate.
Yeah, that was a misplay. Probably the most correct way to build this deck is just to have Jeskai colors, but I have the off color cycling land, so it's easier to pick them out when I'm discarding. But probably not the optimal way of building the deck. Where's our treasure hunts? I'll have to keep 3. So we will keep Steam Vents. I think we keep Steam Vents, Temple of Triumph, and Forgotten Cave, and bottom all the rest. And hopefully we get there. Nope. Sure. Our opponent is probably very confused at the moment. Enters tapped, we will then cycle the Forgotten Cave. I don't know if that's his opponent, please. Sure. We'll cycle this. All Epiphany. Really need our treasure hunt here. At the end of the video, I will calculate like how common it is to get all 4 of the cards in the top 15 of your deck. Yeah, opponent, we're not playing anything because we don't have it. I think opponent has no idea of what we're doing. Play irrigated farmlands. Maybe we do it on their turn. Just do this, I guess. We will discard a mountain. Sure, opponent, you can play all the discard. We don't have anything. Well, I really wanted to show, like, our opponent what we're doing. He's playing all this discard. Okay, so now we can treasure hunt. We need to discard 13 cards, and we have actually Zenith Flare. So we will discard Triome, Barrenmore. Oh wait, next. Should probably play a land. We can play, I don't know, we can play this mountain, I guess. End turn. So let's discard 12 cards. Down to Triome, Desert of the Glorified, Barrenmore. And islands, I don't know. Mystic Sanctuary. Okay, 1 too many. So now, by 1. Now if opponent thought seizes us, we're going to be sad. Okay. We'll discard. Please no discard, please no discard. Hey, let's Zenith Flare. That's game. 2 and 2. Let's Zenith Flare. They say the arena economy is too expensive. Just play Zenith Flare deck and best of 1. You have a 50% win rate. And if you play it like confined to the Jeskai colors, I'm pretty sure it gets more consistent. Because you can always cycle and keep a little bit better hands. We're playing Spike. Hello, Mr. Spike. So you never want to keep these hands, especially given that there's Thoughtseize in this format. Okay, let's send this back. Let's send Forgotten Cave back, and let's send Plains, I think, back. Enlightenments. Actually, I was mistaken about it. Because we can't cycle this green land unless we play them, but we don't want to play these green lands. That's fine, I guess. Treasure hunts. Okay, we will need to discard 5 lands. So, Triome, Desert. We need to keep some cycling lands because we actually don't have another treasure hunts. We drew Zenith Flare, so we will actually start cycling these to look for another treasure hunt. Okay. Let's Temple of Triumph. Don't want this. Sure, take 1. Sure. Now this is tricky because now we have to actually cycle more lands, but that's fine. Ooh, treasure hunts. Nice, nice. Let's play an island. Let's treasure hunt. Okay. So the question is, do we win next turn? Yeah, let's just pass the turn here. So this, we need to discard 31, right? This. want to keep one Mystic Sanctuary. Here we kept 3. Wasn't the plan, but sure. Okay, so now if opponent has discard, we're still kind of okay, because we can eventually get back the Zenith Hunt. We just can't really cast any more treasure hunts at this point. Opponents, what are you going to do? Are you going to duress us? Grim Tutor. Are they tutoring for a Thoughtseize? I'll be very sad if they tutor for a Thoughtseize. Imagine like going to your LGS and there's a dude actually playing this deck in paper. And opponents? Opponent taking a long time to tutor. Did they tutor Thoughtseize or duress? This is the question. They did not. So let's play an island anyway. Let's Zenith Flare. 3 and 2, Zenith Flare. Is this the best deck in Historic? No, not by any means. But is it fun? Yes, it is. Yes, it certainly is. We're currently 3 and 2. As always, we will play 7 games. Of course, like, this deck loses to a turn 1 Thoughtseize, or almost loses at least. So, like, do not waste, like, your gems and your wild cards trying to build this deck. This is the type of deck you build, like, with the scraps from your collection. We'll keep this 6, send this back. Opponent. It's Mono Green Stompy, so we will play an island. Pass the turn. Okay, you might not have enough time here to actually win. Let's play this. Let's play Treasure Hunts. This was the worst treasure hunt of all time. Shocking themselves? Sure. Yeah, this is a problem. It has quite a fast clock, and we're kind of messing around here. So let's cast Treasure Hunt again. Okay, so now we need a white source. Do we have a hollowed fountain? Irrigated farmland. We don't have a hollowed fountain. Let's play a Temple of Triumph. Perfect. We actually need to discard 29 cards now. So Triumph. Okay, we are discarding 22 cycling lands. Yeah, don't worry about it, Simer. Okay. Okay, so I think we win, unless our opponent somehow kills us this turn. Our opponent randomly plays a Thoughtseize or gains 10 life or something. Sure. Treasure hunt, we can play an island, Zenith Flare for 22, and that's game. GG. 4-2, playing Zenith Flare in Historic. Even ranking up. Of course, this is in Silver and Mythic. This will probably obviously not work. And I heard the contradiction of probably and obviously. Okay, last game of the video. Can we? Well, we already have a positive score of 4-2. But can we do 5-2? Okay, we will mull. We will mull again. We will keep. We'll send. We would like an untapped land for next turn, but it's. When one plays Zenith Flare, we can't be too picky. Let's play Irrigated Farmland. This gives us already 2 of the colors we need. No! No. No. Why, opponents? Why did you do this to us? Well, it was bound to happen at some point, right? We never got Thoughtseize throughout this whole video. Let's play a Mountain Pester. Let's play. Yeah, let's play an island. Last turn. Sure. We will exile Mythic Sanctuary. Zenith Flare. Okay, so now we can decide, well, we don't have the mana actually, so we can't actually decide anything. But what we can do is, we can actually kill this with the Zenith Flare next turn, gain some life. Get back our treasure hunts, try to work our way up to a Mythic Sanctuary, but I don't think we have enough time to do it. Yeah, definitely we don't have enough time to do it now. Yeah, we're dead anyway. Sure. Let's just concede. Good game. So that was Zenith Flare. I don't know, cycling tribal. I don't know what one would call this deck. But yeah, we went 4-3. Not too bad in Historic. Don't forget to like, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.